Hello, my name is Rick Thomson from Westman Journal, and welcome back to our online interview series. Today, a really outstanding guest we've got going on here, somebody that's going to be world-renowned in not too long from now. He's sending his product to the Oscars. Before we get to him, I'd just like to say a special thank you to our sponsors, Murray Chevrolet Cadillac Buick GMC, where our reputation is your guarantee, and Sunrise Credit Union, building a better future together. So let's get right at it. My guest here today, Mr. Jeff Reimer, the owner of Charleston and Harlow Candle Company, located right here on 8th Street in Brandon, Manitoba. Welcome to our show, Jeff.
Well, thanks, Rick.
Now, how does somebody get into this product? It's obviously a candle company. When did you get into it and how did you get started?
About 2 years ago we were traveling in the Balkans. We were in the islands of Croatia.
Okay.
Sitting waiting for our boat one day, and we just fallen in love with the smells of the islands. And we thought, you can bring home pictures of your experiences, you can bring home souvenirs, you can bring home sand in a bottle or shells from the beach, but you can't bring home the smells. And the smells are often one of the best parts of the trip. And so we got home a few months later. We were sitting, on the porch, and we were talking about this trip and the idea we had. And we thought, how can we incorporate this into something for the future? My partner Andrea has always been extremely crafty and creative. She's an artist, and she'd been looking for an outlet herself. And so we thought, why don't we venture into candles and see if we can produce something that we're happy with and we feel worthy of the market.
Magnificent idea. She's really got something going on here. The mixture, I see you've got a vat over here. This is where the mixture starts. How do we come up with the scent after that?
A lot of times, it's like most of our scents are based on travel and childhood memories. So oftentimes we'll pick out a memory that we want to replicate. So whether it's something from your childhood, whether it be with your grandparents, whether it's a travel memory, sometimes it's just a scent we want to create. So we've got a number of different offlines. We've got our new road trip range, which is basically scents from our favorite places in Canada. We've got a men's range, which is just our idea of iconic masculine scents. So we start with the scent idea, we start building it from the ground up with essential oils and fragrance oils, and it's just a matter of testing from that point.
Amazing. Let's talk a little bit about the Oscars. Now, how does somebody get hooked up with the Oscars, and what will you be sending to the Oscars?
So they contacted us in November, just saying they were looking for a candle for the box. Were we interested in putting something in? They found us on Instagram, loved our product. They put us in contact with the agency directly who puts out these boxes, and the rest is history. So we're sending a 2-pack of jars of our signature jars, these guys here.
Right.
We're going to do a play on the old Hollywood starlet and star mix. So, a very masculine scent. It's from our men's line, it's called Magnus. So it's a Scotch and cigar scent. But it's very pleasant and the women love it as well. The other one is a feminine scent. We haven't released the scent notes yet. It's a scent we're just creating for the Oscars. Mm-hmm. And we're going to release it as a limited base right now for people to purchase their own version of it. But it will land up on a range come this summer as well. Pretty
dynamic of all the places all over the world, and the Oscars are coming right here to Brandon, Manitoba. Obviously your product is pretty unique, and they must love it. Were they able to test out a sample before, or?
They didn't require it. They just said they felt there was enough pull from the website and the reviews and the social media that they felt that it was good to go just the way it is.
Obviously pretty proud of yourself. Do you obviously distribute across Canada, and can they buy the product here locally in Brandon?
Yeah, we're sold in about 80 locations across Canada. In Brandon here we're sold at 4 different locations. So Vivid Beauty Boutique on 18th, Abbey Rose on Rosser, Euphoria Salon, and New Beginnings, and then we also offer free delivery in Brandon as well through our website.
It's pretty spectacular. You've done a really good job here, and we wish you well in the future with all your products, and congratulations on being part of the Oscars and being from Brandon, Manitoba. We wish you well in the future.
Thanks so much, Rick.
It's been our pleasure. This is Mr. Jeff Reimer, the owner of Charleston and Harlow Candle Company. And believe it or not, he's sending his product to the Oscars. They're going to put it in their gift bag. That's quite an achievement. We're very proud of your product and you here from being right from Brandon, Manitoba. So good luck with everything in the future. We'd like to say thank you to our sponsors, Murray Chevrolet Cadillac Buick GMC, where our reputation is your guarantee, and Sunrise Credit Union, building a better future together. Thank you for tuning in.